All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out this morning. Let us begin in a child's pose. See how we feel as we take those knees wide on our mat, tapping those toes back behind. Sink your hips towards your heels and reach your fingertips towards the top end of your mat, lengthening through the sides of the waist, feeling that stretch through the outer hips, maybe even the inner thighs here in your child's pose, and you can take a little rock of the forehead from side to side. Maybe a full breath in, maybe a heavy sigh out, just seeing how you feel on your mat this morning. We'll shift the weight more into our hands. We'll square off through the knees so they're hips distance apart. And see how we feel through the spine. So pressing into your palms, draw your belly in, tuck your chin towards your chest, reach the spine towards the ceiling. This would be your cat pose. And then on an inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, lift your tail. Here's your cow. And just toss it back and forward between your cat and your cow, articulating through the spine. We're gonna step our right leg directly out from our right hip, maybe grounding down through that right foot. Sweep up onto that left shin. Take a side body stretch. So left arm reaches up overhead as you slide that right leg down towards your mat. Nice work. Ooh, just opening along that left side waist. And then come back forward onto your hands and knees and swap out the legs. So left leg, shoot it out directly from the hips, rise on up to that right shin. Sweep the arms up overhead, and then right arm reaches towards that left foot as you slide the left hand down that leg. Nice. We'll come onto our backs for some more stretching. Draw those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug here, and then take some circles through the knees one way, then the other way. And we'll come into a happy baby here. So drawing the knees towards the armpits, you can grab behind the kneecaps here, or if you have the mobility in the backs of the legs, grab the outside edges of your pinky on your feet and then just rock from side to side here. Getting into those outer hip stretch. Again, inner thigh might feel a little tug. We'll send the limbs up towards the ceiling, circling through the wrists, through the ankles. Bringing the feet down on the mat, knees pointing up towards the ceiling. Take a wide stance with the feet and then washing the knees from side to side, rolling across the glutes. A little twist through the spine as well. Any other last bit of movement you think your body needs, feel free to take it now. And then when you are ready, we will set up for our bridge set. So tucking in for about 7-8 minutes worth of hip lifts. We'll orient them differently today after we start out with our feet hips distance apart. Feel the tailbone lengthen long and press into your feet as you send your hips high and lower to a hover. The idea is to incorporate your breath so you can feel some engagement through the belly as you start to build the heat and the work through the backside. Yeah, that's it. Settle into this, let it feel as if you're taking the work through the legs, through the glutes, and not taking the work through your jaw, through your face. So just feeling these initial movements here. Nice work. So really lifting and squeezing and some engagement through the back body even as you lower to a hover. Nice work, everyone. Let's take our hip lifts at this slow pace for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll stay lifted through the hips. We're just gonna lift the heels up and down from here. So make sure your feet are appropriate to where your kneecaps are. You wanna find that nice stacking. So we're maintaining the hip lift, just simply lifting and lowering those heels. Tailbone is still long, belly is still firm. Yeah, that's it. How's your breath here? Finding that squeeze the whole time, guys. Yeah, that looks awesome, Andrea. Keep going. We'll take these heel lifts and lowers for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find the height through the tippy toes. Maybe the feet come a little closer towards the torso. Double time your pace. And here's where you really start to feel the burn as you're squeezing the whole time and very little drop through the hips. That's it. Keep going. Think super high through the hips thanks to those glutes firing, hamstrings firing. Yeah, it starts to really take place here. Wow. Let's do these for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Lower it down. Give yourself that hug of the knees towards the chest, rocking from side to side. We're going to rock on up onto our forearms and isolate through the glute work next. We'll start by grounding down through that left shin. As you're on your forearms, shoulders stack over the elbows. And we'll do a right kick towards the ceiling and then knee tap taps down. So we'll do that right side for about a minute. So taking it at a nice slow pace. So you really isolate through that right side leg. A lot of belly work here as you draw your belly towards your spine. You do not want to find any sort of dropping. So think rib cage drawing towards your hip points. Yeah. And there's a flex through that right foot so you feel that active, almost like you're stamping on the ceiling. Yeah, that's it, Philly. Nice. Stay with your breath. Stay with that softening through your face as you start to feel this right side glute firing. Ooh, yeah. Can you keep that left hip stacked over that left knee and not sway too much out to the side? Let's take these for another 5, 4, 3, 2, belly hugs in, 1, send the right leg long, send it maybe a little higher than the hip, and then pulse up from here. So you can point through the toes here and really feel that inner leg line switch on. Very little drop through that right side leg. You're firing through that right side glute the whole time. That's it, Greg. Nice. Stay with your breath. Oh yeah, starting to feel that right side, hopefully. Keep going, guys. We're in the home stretch of this right side glute. Stay focused with where your belly is. Draw it on in. And let's take these for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Let's sit back on our heels. The thighs can stay together and you can take the weight away from your shoulders by sliding your hands back towards your feet. Just a little child's pose here for a moment. Let the shoulders relax down towards the mat. And we'll find our second side here. So slow little hamstring curls to begin. Again, right hip and knee are in line. And slow kicks back behind you, tapping and then lifting. Don't forget about that strong pull of the belly towards the spine. Yeah, Bill, nice work. And just notice if that knee on the left side is tracking in line with the hip. Trying to avoid any sort of fire hydrant lift, but really staying in line. Softening through the jaw, isolating that left side glute. You may start to feel it on that right side after working that one first. Try not to collapse through the shoulders as you get fatigued here. Stay with it. We'll take these for another 5, 4. Nice stamping of the ceiling, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Lengthen through the left leg. Point through the toes. Stay lifted and pulse from that lifted position. So everything is reaching away towards the back end of your mat, through that left side leg, and that left glute is firing the whole time. Yes, Allie, you got it. Keep going. Have you swayed off to that right side of your hip? Stay in line with that right knee. Oh yeah, keep going, guys. Fantastic. This is all we're doing in our glutes, don't worry. Let's finish this up. We'll go for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Oh, let's take again out of the shoulders, since we'll be doing a lot of shoulder stuff on our planks. So just give yourself a little break here through the upper body. Maybe a little tap of the glutes. And we'll set up for our planks today. Coming onto your right side forearm, stack that left foot in front. We'll do stationary, and then if you want to fly that left leg for the second half of your minute, I'm offering that up. So here we go. 1 minute forearm, right side forearm plank hold. Heels, hips, and shoulders are all in one line. And think about that left side of your waist reaching towards the ceiling as much as you can. Modify if you want by coming down to that right side knee. That's certainly an option. And see how much space you can create from the left ear to the left shoulder. Really press into that, right forearm. Oh, we're in halfway. Let's see how it feels to float that left leg up off the mat. Take it or leave it. Asking a lot, certainly along that right side waist. Yeah, that's awesome, Phil, you got it. Stay with your breath. Hike the hips a little higher towards the ceiling. Oh yeah, wow. Last 3, 2, 1. Come on down. We're gonna take capital T's, capital Y's, capital I's through our arms as we lift up and find our back extension work. Here we go, on for 30. So as you take the shape through the arms, lift your chest, lift your thighs up off the mat. Really soaring here, thanks to those strong muscles that support the spine. Use your breath to get that nice lift away from the mat as well. And change. We ready for our 90-second forearm plank hold? Let's set up for our feet, press away from our forearms, and let's go, we're on. So things to keep in mind, the legs play a huge part in our plank hold. Press those heels away so you can immediately feel that leg work. Feel your tailbone lengthen. It helps keep your hips in an honest space. Upper body's working as well as you try not to collapse through your shoulder girdle, but almost a little doming through the upper back. Soften through your jaw as you find a breath that can help sustain this level of energy to keep you lifted in this plank. Modify at any point by dropping down to your knees. And before you know it, you're already a minute through. Well done, everyone. Getting so strong, it's awesome. Again, maybe some space between the back teeth so you're not grinding through your molars there. Oh yeah. Cinch up through the waist, press those heels away. We're in the home stretch. You don't want to collapse here. Last 3, 2, 1. Well done. That was awesome 90-second plank hold, guys. T, Y's, and I's through your back extensions. 30 seconds on. Here we go. Keep it fluid. Keep the breath moving. Feel that engagement through the back body to help with the lift. Yeah, that's it. Keep going. Last 3, 2, 1. Change. It helps to have more wall space. Your capital letters can look a little more proper. Let's come on down to our left side. Right foot stacks in front, and we'll hold the lift at the 30-second mark if that's what you want to do. Here we go. So use those right fingertips reaching towards the ceiling to help lift you out of that left shoulder. Yeah, that's it, Sab. You got it. So this left side waist is certainly engaged to help lift the right. Pressing into your feet. If you want to join me, we'll take away that right foot. For support right now, we're at the 30. And maybe it suspends in air. Oh. Don't forget about modifying if that left side knee needs to come down. Yeah, that's awesome work. You got it, Nancy. Oh, a little higher maybe with the left side waist. Oh, darn. Darn, darn, this is the hard side. Last 3, 2, 1, change. Finished with those. Happy for that. So for our ab work, guys, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Andrea, it'll feel like a dream after those 30s. So what we are doing for our 4 exercises. First one is a basic crunch. Just like it sounds. Up and down. You could float the heels for a little more work if you wanted in your crunch work. The second one, you're gonna keep those knees stacked over those hips. You're gonna curl in and you're just tapping both toes down. So nothing through the lower back, really pour it into the mat. This next one you can do on your palms. It's a twisted crunch. So you're just throwing your knees from side to side as you work the obliques here. If you wanted a little more challenge, you could take your hands away and just balance on your sitting bones for more work. And then we'll come onto our forearms for flutter kicks, sending the legs away and slicing through the midline as you crisscross your legs, taking them up and down for your flutter kicks. So those are our 4, basic crunch, toe tap crunches, twisted crunches, and flutter kicks. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Basic crunch, keep going. Use that exhale to lift your chest towards your thighs. Feel that back body lift away from the mat. Change. Sorry, that was not very loud. I'm turning it way up, guys. Okay, we are coming into toe tap crunches. Here we go. So stay nice and lifted up through the chest, holding here, and very delicately tapping your toes down, both legs. Feel your lower back ground down towards the mat. Change, good work. We're taking our twisted crunches from either palms or lift the hands away. You decide. So you're basically shrinking through each side waist. Very light support through the hands. Think about that oblique work to bring the knees from one side to the other. Change. Down to our forearms. Flutter kicks. Prepare. And here we go. So find that true lifting and lowering with the legs crossing through the center line. The whole time, so strong through your belly. Nothing through your lower back. Yeah, that's it, Donald. Nice. Change. Back to the top. Basic crunch. Again, heels down or float them, you decide. Here we go. Lightly support the head with the hands. You can wing your elbows out to stay really honest through that front body work. Yeah, you got it. Nice, Sav. 3, 2, 1. Change. Toe tap crunches. So immediately commit to that lower back, drawing down towards the mat. Here we go. Again, your hands are not pulling your head towards your thighs, but your chest is lifting and you're isolating that lower belly work by tapping the toes and then returning to stacking knees over hips. Yeah, fantastic. Change. We'll find those twisted crunches, either hands or no hands, you decide. 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, so it's a tricky bit of balance work if you take your hands away from the mat. Wow. And find those crunches. 3, 2, 1, change. Flutter kicks, round 2. Send those legs long, maybe point through the toes, and here we go. So feel some engagement even through to the inner thighs here as you crisscross while lifting and lowering. Yeah, that's it, Bill, nice. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, change. 2 more rounds to go. Back to the top with basic crunches. Take them at your own pace. Maybe you quicken your pace. Maybe you slow it down. So that time under tension through this basic crunch and not lowering down all the way. 3, 2, 1. Change. Find that stacking of the knees. Feel almost a connection between your floating ribs and your frontal hip points. And then just tapping the knees and returning the toes back so the shins are parallel to the ceiling. Staying lifted the whole time. Easy does it. Nice work, everyone. Yeah, that's awesome, Sarah. Change. We'll find that little bit of balance if you want, or use your hands for support. Twisted crunches. Here we go. It's also a nice little massage through the glutes as you take the balance from side to side. Yeah, that's it, Sally. You got it. Wow. Firm through your belly. Change. Flutter kicks. Let's do these. 3, 2, 1, and go. No need to rush these. Maybe this round you're getting a little more height through the legs. Just finding that point to avoid any pulling through the lower back. If you need to bend up through the knees because that's healthier for your back, bend up through the knees. Yeah. Change. One more round, guys. Basic crunches. 3, 2, 1, and go. Commit to this front body work. Strong on your exhales, light through your fingers. You're not cranking your neck. 3, 2, 1, change. This time we stay lifted and hold and target the lower belly with just tapping through the toes. Here we go. Can you really focus on lengthening your tailbone, spilling the lower back? Maybe you need to crunch a little higher to get that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a Dougal, nice. Change. We'll find our oblique work, twisting out our crunches. 3, 2, 1, and go. So pinning the knees together might make it a little more easy to drive those knees towards the opposite shoulder. Oh my gosh, using your hands might offer more support. Change. Last thing to do on our abs, flutter kicks. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Notice where you feel any sort of strain and back off. Yeah, that looks really good, you guys. Fantastic. Nice height there, Sav. 3, 2, 1. Change. We are finished with our abs. Well done, guys. I'll walk us through our squats. So our first one is going to be a squat curtsy kick, and we're going to isolate the right side. So for the first round, you take your squat with the right leg coming back behind the left, and then you transfer your weight onto your left leg and find a side kick. So for the first round, we'll just do the right side. We'll catch the left side and alternate. Our upper body work for this morning, first round is going to be a T press up. You're in a plank, you make a capital T, you take your press up, you make your capital T. This can also be done from your knees. For our balance work, we're gonna do a straight up airplane hold today. Left leg is gonna balance us first. Send your right leg high, arms come alongside, and that's gonna be our balance work for 20 seconds. And then mountain climbers for the first 4 rounds. Let us get started. So squat curtsy, right leg sweeps behind, right leg shoots out to the side. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So come low in your squat and then find a little balance to send that right leg long. So isolating that left side glute, chest stays lifted through the squat and through the side kick. Yeah, that's it. Ooh, hello, right side hip. Ooh. Change, good work everyone. T press ups. So tossing your plank and adding the T in between. Here we go. So core engagement to carry you through this one arm plank. Again, you could do straight up press ups if you like. Hug your belly to the spine, nice and proper through your press ups. Change, good work. Stay healthy through this left side leg. So draw up that quad, tip your torso forward as you lift the right leg. Be fine with wobbling on your left ankle. Support the health of your left hamstring by really firming up through that left quad. Arms can help balance out to a T or out to your side as well. Change. Oh, it's so hard to hold, right? Let's take our mountain climbers, opposite knee to opposite elbow. Here we go. Get your pace on. Light through your toes. Yeah, that's awesome. You got it, Jessie. So strong. Great, you guys. Change. So we'll take our curtsy now, sweep the left leg behind us as we bow, and then left leg directly out from the left hip. Here we go. Don't need to rush these. Certainly we'll start to feel that isolated leg work. Yeah. Woo. Nice pacing, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Change. Back to T press-ups. Catch your breath in your plank, maybe. 2, 1. Here we go. Yeah, Phil, you're off. So maintain a proper hip height in your plank as you take it from side to side. 3, Let's still balance. See how that left side is. Maybe this side is a little, or round is a little more stable. Find a point of focus in front of you. Can you connect to your belly here, guys? Yeah. Maybe wink that right hip down a little more. Draw it through that left quad. Change. Mountain climbers for the second round. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So light through your toes. Such a blistering pace. That's awesome, Billy. You got it. Find that true cross under. Hug the belly in. Change. Fantastic. We'll sweep that right leg behind, right leg out to the side for our squat curtsy kick. Here we go. So with this level change, it requires quite a big ask of this left side leg. Especially I'm feeling it after those airplane holds. Stay with your breath. Nice depth. That's it, Nancy. Nice. Change. T press-ups. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice vertical stacking of the hands as you turn. Modify if you want to come down to your knees. Might be a nice little option. Yeah, so strong, Sarah. That's awesome. Change. Let's fly with that right leg back behind us. Hug your belly and support this tipping forward. Maybe fingertips reach down towards the back end of your mat, giving you a little more lift through the chest. Feel that right inner thigh spiraling towards the ceiling. That'll help wink that right hip down. Change. Good work. Mountain climbers, third round. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yep, digging deep. That's it, Andrea. Keep going. Change. We'll work that right side, sweeping the left leg back behind, and then kick. Here we go. So connect to your breath here. Don't lose the depth in that right side quad. Nice work. Yeah, fantastic, you guys. Change. T press-ups. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. This is the last round of your T press-ups. Can you stay super committed to the strength through your legs, through your center, as you take these press-up work? 3, 2, 1, change. Last time to balance with this left leg. Maybe a little challenge, interlace your hands behind your back. Scary. Here we go. That sense of having your hands clasped maybe allows you to open up through the chest a little more. Draw that belly in. Change. Good work. Let's take our mountain climbers for the last time this side. Oh yeah. And let's go. You got it. Thank you guys. Looks awesome, Greg. Fantastic pacing, Sab. 3, 2, 1. Change. you guys. Next 4 rounds, I'll walk us through sumo pulses. We're taking our feet out nice and wide. We're coming on down low, and we're staying low, and we're pulsing it out for our squats here. For our upper body work, we're gonna do a down dog ankle tap press up. So you're in your downward dog, you tap ankle, you come forward and take your press up. We'll catch that balance with the right leg, flying our airplanes, and then wide-legged burpees for the 4th round. Let's come on down, turning those toes out, knees are tracking in line with the toes. Nice and wide for your squat. And here we go. So again, think about that narrow band of lift out of the hips while you're aiming your tailbone down, drawing your belly in, lifting your chest. Focusing on the lovely work through the thighs, through the glutes, inner, outer thighs. Oh yeah. Change. Good work. Maybe catch your breath in downward dog. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Tap it on out. Shift forward and take your press up. You could also skip the press ups. You could add more press ups. You decide how you want it to work. Hug your belly in. It's a lot to ask of your belly, this transfer of weight. Change. Let's see how we balance on this right side leg. Draw up through that right quad, protect the hamstring, and come on forward. So what allows you to tip forward safely is the drawing in of the belly. Firm up through that quad. It is firing. Change. How'd that go for everyone? Wow. Let's take our wide-legged burpees. Jessie, you go ahead, honey. Get a few more in. Here we go. So you can modify these and walk them back and walk them forward if you want to remove all impact. If you are jumping forward and backwards, make it light. That's how strong you are through your center. That is awesome, Nancy. Good work. Change. 3 more rounds of these guys. Let's go for those sumo pulses. Check that your knees and toes are tracking. And here we go. Can you lift your chest so that your shoulders are somewhat stacked over your hips rather than coming forward? That's how contained you are through this quadrant of your body. Oh yeah, that's how much you're asking your inner thighs to track. Oh yeah. Change. Down dog, ankle tap press ups. Catch your breath. Prepare. Here we go. Connect with your breath here. So good. That's awesome, Greg. Change. Let's ground down through that right leg. We'll fly the left. Again, if you want more challenge at any point, you can interlace your hands behind your back. Your hands will release if you topple. That's just self-preservation. Yeah, that's awesome, Sarah. Nice balance. Draw up on that quad, hug your belly in, tip forward a little more, maybe the left leg lifts a little more. Change. And now we get to move. Wide-legged burpees. Let's fly them. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So every part of your body is basically moving through these. Bring some energy to them thanks to your breath. That's awesome, Phil. You got it. Yeah, nice Dougal. 3, 2, 1. Change. 2 more rounds, guys. Let's stay low. Commit to the finish and pulse it out here. So very, very little lift out of those hips, guys. Deepen your breath, maybe feel that nice expansion through the chest. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Change. Firm up through that right quad. If you're taking an interlace grip, maybe switch up which thumb is on top. Feel that left hip winking down. Squaring through the hips requires a lot of belly work. 3, 2, 1. Good work. So we go from the quiet to the movement. Let's get our burpees going. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So soft on that landing. That's awesome, Philly. You got it. Keep going. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Change. You know what this means. Last round. Catch your breath in your wide squat. 3, 2, 1. And pulse it out. Yeah. Keep going. Stay low. Oh my God. Tailbone lengthening. Chest lifting. It's all happening. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Change.
I literally realized.
I think you guys turned on your sound, Philly and Sav. Just saying. Down dog ankle taps.
What did she say?
I think I hear your sound, darling.
Oh.
Yeah. I hear your cute little giggle. Stay with your press up work. Stay with that belly connection, guys. Whew. Nice work. Oh, it's so hard to end up in the press up. Let's balance for the last time with this right side leg. Here we go. How is that commitment to your belly to give you permission to tip forward even more? It's also a lot of hamstring health, so protect it with your bossy quad. Let it fire. Woo! Yowza. Last thing to do, wide-legged burpees. Let's go. All right, we're gonna go after Jessie. I'm catching up. I'm going before the buzzer. Yeah. That's it, you guys. Nice work, Andrea. So strong. Yeah, Bill. Way to fire it up. Keep going. Nice, Dougal. Woo. Go, family. So good. 3, 2, 1. Change. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.